KLS, Institute of Management, Education and Research, Belgaum, brings you the Entrepreneur of the Year 2018, Mr. Sachin Sabnis, the Managing Director of Belgaum Ferrocast India Private Limited. Here is a timeline and journey of the first generation entrepreneur, Mr. Sachin Sabnis, in his own words.
I was born in Belgaum in a middle class family. Actually, my father was working in Indian Air Force, and along with him, I kept on traveling as a child to Air Force stations in Delhi and in Jamnagar. After he retired, we came back to Belgaum and settled in Vadgaon. We are from a small place in Maharashtra called as a Madavade, 30 kilometers from here. And my father, after retiring, had to go through a little bit of a struggle getting a job. Finally, he landed in a job, State Bank of Mysore, from where he retired. When my father retired, I was in second standard. That's the time I came to Belgaum. I took admission in Gomtesh English medium school, but then I always had this to go into one of the good schools in Belgavi. And St. Paul's was one of the reputed schools back then. In 8th standard, I alone went to St. Paul's to seek an admission there. And maybe that was one incident where the principal felt that I had come alone for the admissions. He took my test, but he said that he will admit me in the school. And that's when he asked me to take the admission and pay the fees. I came back home and told my parents that I got an admission in St. Paul's. I took my father the next day and got myself admitted in St. Paul's. That is one incident of my childhood which I always relish to remember. I continued to be an average student through my schooling times, and around till 7th, 8th, I was pretty average student, just able to pass. But somewhere around 9th, a realization came to my mind that maybe I was not as gifted or brilliant as others. That is the time I started putting in efforts in studies, started studying more number of hours, and was able to pass 10th with around 79% of marks in distinction. I completed my 10th in 1987 and joined GSS Science College there till 1989. I always wanted to be an engineer, so I prepared myself to get into Regional Engineering College, or NIT as they call it now. But somehow I was not able to get an admission at Surathkal. I did get an admission at National Institute of Engineering, NIE, Mysore. Later I got it transferred to Belgaum. I joined KLS Engineering College in Mechanical Stream and completed it in 1993. After completing my engineering, I wanted to do my MS and go to US. During that time, when I went through the details of appearing for my GRE, TOEFL and the fees to do my MS, it was costing around $6,000 for one semester. And honestly, I didn't want to burden my parents. So I thought of taking up some small jobs to begin my career. Tried to join some of the small firms in Belgaum, and I was able to get a job at Bimco Hydraulics. They didn't hire graduate engineers because they thought they didn't stick on with them. I wanted to work there. They offered me a meager salary of around 500 rupees per month, and I accepted. I worked there around a year's time. After that, I joined Ashoka Works. I was paid around 1800 rupees salary per month. Continued to work there for another 1.5 years. Those were the initial work experiences I had. That was also one of the reasons why I joined some of the small companies in Belgaum, like Bimco Hydraulics and Ashoka Works, because I thought I could get to learn a lot of things to be an entrepreneur in the future if I work with small companies rather than some big company in Pune or Mumbai. The inspiration for entrepreneurship came from a very early age.
When Sachin was asked why he wanted to quit his job by Mr. Katkar, a works manager at Ashoka Works, and he replied that he wanted to become an entrepreneur, Mr. Katkar's suggestions to him was that he needed some experience before becoming an entrepreneur, and he was kind enough to lease out a machine of Ashoka Works, and it was rented out to him, and thus Sachin began his entrepreneurial journey. Sachin's entrepreneurial journey was full of blood, sweat and tears, and he put in long hours of work on a single lathe machine. Back then, there was a dearth of workers and helpers, and he worked from 9 am to 10 pm. He learnt his first lesson in managing time and labourers. His parents felt that he was putting in lots of hard work and were doubtful about the choice he made, and asked Sachin if he wanted to continue further. His dad played a pivotal role in chartering his son's progress and career path.
I encouraged my son to go for business, and he went ahead with his project, and I promised him, even if you fail in your venture, you need not worry about it. Sachin is very hardworking and sincere in his approach and is dedicated to achieve his goals. In our family, he is a first generation entrepreneur, and he can achieve his own goals, generate wealth, he can give employment to other people. I am proud of my son.
He went a step further and gave rupees 2 lakhs of his hard-earned money to him to embark on his entrepreneurial journey. A beginning was made, and a passionate Sachin, along with his partner Mr. M. Gadkari, took his first steps, and thus was born Sai Founders and Engineers in early 1996. They bought the required machines for rupees 1 lakh, rent out a place in Udyambag, and started operations with a sum of rupees 1 lakh.
The success of the initial venture, I thought of doing something big. That is when I came across with two friends of mine, Mr. Vikrant Kangradkar and Niranjan Sant, who used to outsource some work for me. In 2000, we started a company by name Sai Metals. We bought around 17,000 square feet of land in Mache, and we invested around 50 lakhs of rupees. We ran Sai Metals from 2000 to 2007, and as this unit was expanding with a turnover of around 15-16 crores, we thought of doing something big. That is when Belgaum Ferrocast was formed in 2007 by merging all our units into one unit, and with a land of around 2 lakh square feet in Mache, and invested around 3 crores.
A confidence and a spark in this young gentleman that he was thinking big. But we were all confident, Sachin was super confident, and that is how we started BFPL unit. We took loan, never imagined that this kind of a loan will be required, but we were together and we decided to go for it. We had an edge at that time. We started a furnace with the sand plant, molding machines and spectrometer and all those things. So this is all his brainchild, that how a foundry should be, and that gave us a jump into our business.
We kept on growing, and now we employ more than 400 employees and a turnover of 55 crores in 2017-18. BFPL is a foundry and a machine shop manufacturing ferrous component as per the requirements of domestic and international clients. We supply these components in finished conditions. We have customers domestically like Cummins, Atlas Copco, Parker, Eaton, Hodek Engineering. International clients like Dover Corporation, North American Coal Company, Wärtsilä, Atlas Copco and Cummins. MTU, which is another Rolls-Royce company, honor for us to supply to such a reputed company. We started our export business in year 2013, and it has been a great learning experience dealing with these clients. It has enhanced our capabilities even in supplying these products on a quality as well as the response we give to these customers. BFPL has certifications with most of the certification agencies. TUV is our certifying agency, and we are certified for ISO, TS, OSHA's and ISO 14000 as well as PED. Over the years, our performance has been recognized by our clients, giving us the Best Innovation Award by Eaton. Cummins has given us a Best Project Management Award, Best Supplier Awards by Atlas Copco, Parker Hannifin and Dover Corporation, which is an international client, and it means a lot for us.
Well, Sachin and me, we go a long way back. I know him since 1995. He's an extremely hardworking person and determined in whatever he does. We share a lot of information on basically the costing in our foundry, like employee cost, power, the costing of the casting itself, and also professionally we share a lot of platforms in various organizations. My message is whatever he's achieved until today is just a beginning. He's got a lot to achieve going forward, and wish him all the best in his future endeavors.
Mr. Sachin Sabnis felt that he needed to give back to society and has been associated with a host of activities within and outside his profession.
CSR has always been a very important part of BFPL. We dedicate about 2% of our profits towards the CSR activities. As of now, we are sponsoring the education, children of our employees, providing them with books, bags for their education. Education has always been our focus area. We are also sponsoring some students studying in degree and other colleges.
I have known Sachin for about an year or so. And during this short period, I realized what a versatile and dynamic personality he is. I have known him to spend so much of time for philanthropy, social and national causes. Probably all these things give him so much of energy that today he is a successful businessman. I wish him very best to grow from strength to strength and continue to contribute to society, nation and his own business.
And then more actively through some of the organizations which I would like to mention out here. I am a co-convener of Prabuddha Bharat, established in 2013 during 150th birth anniversary of Swami Vivekananda. We organize different lecture series to educate people about the different facets of our country and nationalism. In 2015, we found that this activity was the need of the hour for Belgaum, and we started organizing 4 lecture series a year. We were lucky to get reputed personalities like Sushil Pandit, Professor Vaidyanathan, Guru Murthy ji, Subramaniam Swami ji, to mention a few. In December 2016, we were able to conduct 2-day conclave called STEP 2016, an abbreviation for social, technological, economical and political. That was the idea of India concept, to educate the people of Belgaum, the reality that existed about this great country. Those are the activities of Prabuddha Bharat which are widely accepted and appreciated by people of Belgaum.
My association with Sachin goes back to 35 years, where both of us spent our childhood days in Vadgaon. The journey of Prabuddha Bharat with Sachin was really a great experience. His vision and clear thoughts helped us to take our common goals of activism and influence the society to do good. I congratulate him on being selected as the Entrepreneur of the Year by KLS IMER. It is a deserving honor for my good friend.
He is also a council member of the Indian Institute of Foundrymen. The Belgaum Foundry Cluster was started in the year 2008 and Sachin has been associated with it since the beginning and has also been appointed as the advisory council member of Belgaum Foundry Cluster.
I have been involved in activities like Laksha and Samutkarsha, an offshoot of Sankalp Delhi, established in year 2015-16 at Hubli as its head office. Samutkarsha is to give training to people who want to further their career as a IAS, IPS or IRS officers. In Belgaum, we are running 2 classes, Purti and Kirti, which are for 6th, 7th and 8th, 9th students. I have been also actively involved in the elections that happened in Karnataka with a campaign which is Belgavi Votes 100%, where we went across different companies and educated people the importance of voting and able to reach more than 4,000 workers in this effort.
Mr. Sachin is also associated with Laghu Udyog Bharati as its state executive council member and also was the president of Belgaum district Laghu Udyog Bharati. Mr. Sachin Sabnis is also an industrial committee member of FKCCI Karnataka and also associated with various other organizations like the Rotary Club of Belgaum.
I have been actively involved in different issues that are cropping up for Belgaumites and instrumental in taking the delegation to Delhi. We have interacted with the aviation minister regarding the flights to Belgavi, because it's very important that we have an airline service for the economy, industry as well as the common people in Belgaum. We have been successful in convincing the government to establish the Center of Excellence for Foundry at Belgaum Foundry Cluster in association with Gokte Institute of Technology, and for aeronautics at ACUS SEZ in Belgaum. Make in India slogan is a very important 3 words given by the Prime Minister, and his push towards that has helped the industry across the country. There is a lot of opportunity for the local industry in Belgaum and surrounding area, and providing the parts to ISRO, DRDO, railways and other industry coming to India.
I know Sachin for the last 2 decades. He's a very good friend of mine and a first generation entrepreneur like me. What I really admire about Sachin is clarity of thinking, meticulous planning, which has brought him success in his profession as well as his social life. I'm happy that he is being felicitated by KLS IMER, and I'm sure a lot of youngsters will take inspiration from him. And I wish Sachin all the best. He is destined to greater heights in his life.
Belgaum was amongst the first cities which qualified for the 100 smart cities sanctioned by the central government. But honestly, nothing has changed on ground, and we are all witness to that. I feel that there is a passion lacking amongst the people who want to implement, and secondly, the different governments at the center and the state not being on the same page has been the bad luck of state of Karnataka.
Sachin is very honest and straightforward. Last 4 or 5 years, I see a lot of change in him. He has realized his leadership qualities, and in some social as well as cultural organizations, you all must have seen that he has grown into some personality. My message is that there is void in a lot of places in social, political, and wherever you want to go. I am pretty sure that you will succeed in all your endeavors and challenges. In 12 months time, you are receiving this second award. I think that first was a tie one, and this is from IMER. I wish you all the best. Congratulations for this prestigious award.
I love to play golf, read biographies, autobiographies, meet people, also love to travel and do trekking.
Over the years, because of his hard work and being a disciplined person, he expanded his business. And in spite of all the success in his life, he has never changed.
I would like to say that in spite of his busy schedule in the office, he finds time to spend with me in my studies, and I'm doing very well because of this. I want to say that I'm really proud of my dad. Thank him for doing this, and I wish him well.
We are a young nation, and economically we are growing. Right now we are a $2.5 trillion economy and expected to cross 5 trillion in next 5 years. This economy will require advanced skill sets. Looking at the education system existing now, I would request all the students out here to develop their skills to the level where they will be employable in this economy. I also request them to be nationalistic in their outlook, because that will help them and this country achieve the great heights that it once was.